Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. When God's servants speak forth, the wise listen. Deuteronomy 18:22. God is still saying something. On Sunday, the 6th of March 2011, Prophet T.B. Joshua issued a call to pray for a nation that continued to have trouble, the nation of Pakistan. He prophesied that what would happen that very week in Pakistan would shake the nation. These were his words.
This country that keep having problem, pray for them. Pakistan, I'm saying what will happen this week. It will change the nation. Pray for the protection for the people there. Ask God to redeem the troubled nations.
The man of God said we should pray for all the troubled nations.
Continuons de prier pour les nations troublées, les nations dans le trouble. Continuez de prier pour ces nations.
In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, right now pray for your nation. We have different nations, different countries here. Pray for your nation. Ask God to redeem your nation.
Maintenant, priez pour votre propre nation, votre propre pays. Maintenant, priez pour votre pays.
El profeta ha mencionado, oremos por las diferentes naciones en el mundo. Ore por su nación.
In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. I ask you to pray for the nation and troubled nation because you are out of trouble.
And the latest on the explosion in Pakistan that we brought you a little earlier on, the death toll from that explosion at a gas station has risen to 20, and at least 100 people have reportedly been wounded. That, of course, from an earlier toll of at least 13 people and 50 wounded. Now we understand that figure has risen to 20 people wounded and at least 100 wounded as a result of a car bomb that was detonated at a gas station in Pakistan. We will, of course, be keeping an eye on that explosion in Faisalabad city and Punjab province and keeping you posted as and when the latest developments come in.
Hi, this is World One Live from London. I'm Zain Verji. Here are our top stories this hour. Officials in northeastern Pakistan are calling a deadly attack on a gas station an act of terrorism. At least 15 people were killed, 85 were wounded when a bomb went off at the station in Faisalabad, that's in Punjab province. Officials say that people are believed to be trapped beneath a nearby building that has partially collapsed. They say the initial bomb set off an explosion.
Now, in Pakistan, an explosion in Punjab province has claimed at least 20 lives. Nearly 130 others were injured. Most of them are receiving treatment for burns. Several buildings are on fire. The area has been cordoned off and rescue teams are using heavy machinery to reach the victims. The number of casualties is steadily rising. The blast happened in Faisalabad city, in an area where many government buildings are located. It's now been confirmed that the Inter-Services Intelligence Office and an army recruit center were the target of the blast. Officials say the intelligence building and offices of Pakistan's international airlines collapsed after the blast.
A massive explosion at a compressed gas refueling station in Pakistan's Punjab province killed at least 21 people and injured scores of others. Witnesses say the blast felt like an earthquake. Well, Reza Sayed joins us now with more on this developing story from CNN Islamabad. Reza, the Pakistani Taliban claiming responsibility for what happened today.
Yes, they did. Aisha, spokesperson for the Pakistani Taliban contacted CNN and they said they were behind this bomb blast that took place in the city of Faisalabad in eastern Pakistan, about 80 miles west of the city of Lahore. The Taliban saying their target was an ISI building, a regional office of Pakistan's top spy agency. But as is often the case with these militant attacks, the victims were mostly civilians. Now the death toll, according to officials, at least 24 people killed, more than 100 people injured. This bomb, according to officials, planted at a gas station. At almost every gas station in Pakistan, they also sell compressed natural gas. It is a gasoline substitute, extremely explosive, and that explains why there was so much destruction when this bomb went off. Officials say when the bomb exploded, other containers that had compressed natural gas also blew up, so you had portions of buildings coming down, people buried beneath rubble, a number of vehicles destroyed. This ISI building, according to officials, was right behind this gas station, and all it suffered was a few broken windows, Aisha. Again, almost all of the civilians, according to all of the victims, according to officials, civilians.
And Reza, today's attack coming after another explosion that took place yesterday. What's your sense of the level of violence we're looking at here?
Well, if you look back at the past few months, there has been a noticeable drop in militant attacks and Taliban attacks. But attacks like today show that they are still able to attack government targets. In the city of Faisalabad, it's seen sectarian violence, but rarely has it seen Taliban activity. So again, it's an indication that the Taliban is very capable of targeting sensitive areas in places that perhaps Pakistan's security apparatus doesn't anticipate it. But again, the problem is Pakistan's security apparatus. It lacks intelligence gathering, intelligence analysis. That's the only way to stop these attacks before they happen. And at this point, Pakistan's security apparatus simply not capable at those skills.
Reza Sayed joining us from CNN Islamabad. Reza, thank you.
Well, target killings by unidentified gunmen in Pakistan's Karachi have claimed over a dozen lives. In the latest round of such attacks, at least 17 people were killed and 18 others injured in the past 2 days alone. Press TV has learned that political activists are among the dead. Gunmen also set the office of a political party and several vehicles on fire. Dozens have become victims of target killings in Karachi over the past few weeks.